All right, what's up, y'all? We are live in the booth. Hey. So that's my Memphis side. Okay, so today I'm talking to you all about Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius. Like, I really have like a love in my heart for Sagittarius. Even like Scorpio, of course, is my favorite because I'm Scorpio, but and Gemini, I'm always talking with myself. I need to stop. Ugh. And Gemini, but I really do love Sagittarius. So let's get right into it. Especially, I really love Sag women. Now, Sag men, not so much. They're kind of like hit and miss, you know, like they're hit and miss. Of course, Sagittarius is like the wild, spunky, you know, like my mom who says stuff about Sagittarius, she's like, they always think the grass is green on the other side. They always hear there, like they always think the grass is green on the other side. I'm like, that's not true. I really think that Sagittarius are extremely intelligent. Of course, they're the sign of higher learning. And that also goes for not just like degrees and, you know, like and not just institutions, educational institutions, but they also goes for things higher learning, like connected to spirituality, and connected to God, connected to our higher vibrations, our higher chakras, the things that align us with the divine. The things that align us with our higher selves. So that's all what's, you know, that's what Sagittarius is all about. So if you are a Sagittarius, then I know that you can feel some of those things. You could be really religious, or you could be the type of person who's always, you know, giving people little nuggets, you know, always giving people little nuggets of wisdom because you hold so much wisdom, because you have a calling towards higher learning. You have a calling towards, you know, being that inspirational person in your circle, or being that person who is always called towards God, or who is always called towards higher learning. So Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign. So we talked about Leo, and we talked about how Leo is like the fire, like the campfire, the stove, you know, something that, you know, this fire is intentional. This fire, we have a meaning for this fire. Now, when we talk about Sagittarius, on the other hand, this is the wildfire that's in the forest. It's just like, boom, it's lit. And now you're getting a contact on your phone. You're getting a beep on your phone. Sorry, I'm speaking. Now you're getting a beep on your phone saying that, you know, hey, it's a wildfire in Northern California and Southern California. Y'all better get out of there. Like, it's a wildfire. And that is the Sagittarius energy. It's a mutable sign, so it changes. You know what I'm saying? Like how a wildfire, it might be small, then it can get big. And then when it goes somewhere else, it can get small again as it's going through the crooks and the crevices of the ocean. Not of the ocean, of the forest. So that is Sagittarius. The energy is wild. The energy is hot. It is hot. It is wild. It is fierce. You know, like it is uninhibited. It says what it wants. It does what it wants. It takes a lot to try to control a wildfire. Once a wildfire has started, it's going to take hours to put it out. And it's the same thing when it comes to a Sagittarius. Once they have, you know, really gotten passionate about something, or once they have gotten upset, don't make a Sagittarius upset, because it can go from 0 to 100 real quick. Now, we talk about other signs and say, oh my God, they're angry and stuff like this. But little do we know, Sagittarius, I feel like they can go 0 to 100 real quick. And you don't want to mess with them, because once it's lit, it's lit. Once it started, and that's what it is. So mutable, when we talk about mutable, we mean something that can easily adapt. And when I think of the word mutable, I think of, you know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja turtles, how they go into, you know, these superheroes after they've been regular turtles in the sewer all day. How, you know, Batman has been whoever he is in the daytime, but then when it's time to go kill criminals, and then when it's time to save the world, boom, 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 he transforms into Batman. And that is the energy of a Sagittarius. That is the energy of a mutable sign. They're highly adaptable, and they can be in this environment. And I have a friend who's a Sagittarius female. I love her. Hey, Ambernique. That's my girl. But she can go, you know, she can be, you know, Westwood Ambernique, turn up. Then she can be professional business Ambernique, who runs her own business, who knows how to, you know, who knows how to turn it on and turn it off. These are mutable signs. Signs that can go anywhere and be around anybody and be adaptable. So when we talk about Sagittarius, it's the ninth zodiac sign on the wheel, and it's in the winter time. So this fire, however, it is a wildfire and it is hot, however, it's still in that winter time, that time when things have fallen off the branches, when there are no leaves on the trees, just in the dead middle of winter, aside from, you know, Capricorn. But in this time, there's a lot of reflection going on. Sagittarius they reflect on themselves. They reflect themselves on others as well. So if they're in a relationship, or if they are, you know, in any sort of partnership, they're going to reflect themselves onto other people, because it's a reflection time. Sagittarius, you know, it's in this state where it's quiet in the wintertime. People want to be booed up. People want to be with their boos, you know, and so they're going to kind of be reflective. I don't know what other word to say. They're kind of going to be reflective in their time. Also, Sagittarius is known for teacher. They are teachers. They are the sign of higher learning, but they often seek people who are teachers, or they often become teachers. They often they're a mutable sign, so they often mutinate. Is that a word? I don't know. But they often change into a teacher or someone who is very wise. My Venus is in Sagittarius, so the things that I love and how I see beauty, I love knowledge. I love higher learning. I love to learn. The man who I marry, he's going to teach me so much. He's going to teach me so much about higher learning and about myself. He's going to be one of my greatest teachers. And the things that I love, they're going to be some of my greatest teachers in life, because the Sagittarius is the sign of the teacher. So I say, you may read other things where it may say Sagittarius is the sign. Oh, also Sagittarius is the sign of, the man and the horse. You know, they're combined together. And so with the arrows, and so what it says, like what I've read about, like the symbolism for that is like it's close to God. Like Sagittarius is know like their godly powers. Like I said before, like it's higher learning, so they know like their godly powers, and they know how close they are to God, how close they are to the Creator. Sagittarius is super wise. You see a lot of preachers, you see a lot of teachers. Sagittarius can get really religious as well, if they're, you know, pushed to that place. They may have been raised around a lot of people who are religious. They may be friends with people who are very religious, and so this pushes them into the forefront of that type of circle, because like I said, it is higher learning and it is a lot about God. They think that they are God. They know that, you know, and that'll be another video that we do about, you know, human beings and our being and how we are really attached to God. No, I'm not the creator. And Sagittarius is know this. No, I'm not the creator. I'm not, but I am a part of that essence. I am a part of what the Creator has created. Therefore, I can create. Therefore, I have wisdom. Therefore, I have knowledge. Therefore, I have these things that I can put into play from what I've learned, from what I read, Sagittarius is always want to read. They want to take in knowledge. They want to have this career. They want to have that career. It's always bigger and better. Like, you know, it's not the grass is green on the other side, but it's always hey, I want to do this, and oh my gosh, I want to do this, and oh my gosh, I want to do this too. Like, and you can do it all. As a Sagittarius, you can do it all. I know sometimes that the society that we live in is like, oh, you need to focus on this and you need to focus on that. And you do need to focus to a certain extent, but at the same time, you know, when you're a person who has a lot of Sagittarius in your chart, or you are a sun sign Sagittarius, or you're like, my daughter is a moon sign Sagittarius, as well as a rising sign Sagittarius. So when you have those, like in your 3, which is sun, moon, and rising, when you have that much Sagittarius, 2 out of 3, she is going to be a very free-spirited person. Sagittarius is the epitome of free spirit. They're the epitome of, I don't care what you think, boo. I'ma do me and you gonna do you. Point blank, period. That's it. That is a Sagittarius. And yeah, we can say that those are other signs too, but that is the characteristic of a Sagittarius. And so, like, when we talk about the wildness of a Sagittarius, I mean how they are very, very opinionated, very, not as much as moved to the beat of their own drum. That's more so Aquarius. But they are, they're very opinionated, and they believe their truth is the truth. They're always seeking truth, the underlying, not the deep, because that's Scorpio, but they're right after Scorpio. So if you notice, all of the signs, they kind of pick up off of where the other one left off. So if we're going really deep when we're talking about Scorpio, then Sagittarius, we're coming up a little bit because we're going into the fire, but we're still intrigued by the things that, you know, are in the dark, but we're not going all the way there. Nah, Scorpio, I'm gonna let you find out about all of that. But girl, can you tell me about it? Because I want to learn. That's Sagittarius. They're on the opposite side of Gemini, which Gemini is, you know, they love to learn and they love to take the information and spit it back out to you. And that's how they learn. I'm a Gemini rising, so I love to take in information and then spit it back out. I like to take in information, and maybe a Sagittarius likes to take in information and kind of really learn it and really let it sink with them and this is a specialization that they have, versus a Gemini. I'm just going to take the information in, you know, I'm going to learn it and I'm going to spit it back out to you. And then in a few weeks or in a few months, I might be on to the next thing, learning about this, learning about that. It's kind of like that energy of you're going to know a little about everything, you know, but Geminis do specialize, which Sagittarius do specialize as well, but it's just the energy of you want to know a little, you know, you want to know a little bit about things, so then if they come up conversation wise, you know, you're able to elaborate on them. You're able to say what you know about them. You're never going to be that person in the room who's like, the only way that you would be that person in the room is if you want to be. Is if you just don't feel like sharing with people what you really know. You want to let them think, you know, whatever they want to think, and then you don't really want to share. So that would be the only, like, reason I see that you would be, that a Sagittarius would sit in the room and not say anything, because trust and believe, Sagittarius is know a lot about a lot. I will also say sometimes it's hard for like Sagittarius to like just be really concrete on something, like a decision that they make or people that they're around. You know, sometimes it takes some time for them to be really concrete, but when they have made up their mind about it, you know, this is something that they're gonna really have a lot of burning passion and desire for. And desire, like I said, it just picks right back up from Scorpio, and then it kind of like eases into Sagittarius, because desire is, of course, the word of Scorpio. So it's like, Sagittarius is the sign of variety. It's the sign of variety, and how variety is the spice of life. How can you know for sure that you want to do this if you didn't try that? How can you know for sure that you don't like hot tamales if you've never tried hot tamales? How can you know for sure that you only like caramel frappuccinos at Starbucks if you've never tried the caramel latte? It's the variety in life that makes things special. It's the variety in life that we talk about Sagittarius, because they love variety. And so if anybody has anything else to say about Sagittarius, please let me know. I think that is pretty much all, you know, that I can come up off the dome with Sagittarius. But I do know that I love Sagittarius. I do know that I love their fire and their spunk. They're the life of the party. Everybody wants to be around the Sagittarius. Everybody wants to be friends with the Sagittarius. A, they're smart. B, they're fun. C, they have so much energy. Like, these people have a lot of energy, and they have to put their energy into things that they're passionate about, their kids, their partners, their work life, whatever it is that they're passionate about. They have enough energy to split. So never feel like, if you're a Sagittarius, oh, I just need to focus on this one thing, I just need to do this one thing. No, you're a Sagittarius. You can do multiple things, and you can multitask probably more than likely better than any of the other signs. So we are live in the booth. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for liking. I thank you all for subscribing, and I thank you all for sharing. If you have any comments, please comment below. Also, I want to let you know that you can get your natal chart done, and what your natal chart is just a snapshot of the sky when you were born. And what I do is I get the snapshot of the sky, and then I give you my interpretation of what I see. Certain astrologers may tell you one thing, I may tell you something else, but it's just what I see, what you see, and how we both come together to give you the best, I guess, to give you the best coaching when it comes to moving forward after you have received your natal chart. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you practical ways that you can take the information that I gave you on your natal chart, and that you can put it into your life ASAP. Okay, I know that I'm very strong at this because, you know, I have this in my 10th house, my house of work. I know that, you know, I don't know. I'm just making up some placements right now. But that is the gist of it. So, like I said, we're live in the booth. I wish you all love. I wish you all peace. I wish you all abundance. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to be changing it up a little bit very, very soon. Changing the name, kind of rebranding and doing a little bit. It's my Gemini rising coming out. But, you know, at the end of the day, I love you all. Thank you, you know, to the ones who watch me. And we're growing. Our family is growing. Best believe it. Speak it. And we'll see what God has next for us. So, love, peace, and abundance to you all. I am in my truth. And see you all soon. Bye-bye.